Hello students, this is the continuation of the previous videos. So after getting the uh, degenerate, after finding the degenerate, so then next step is to resolve degeneracy. So how can we resolve degeneracy? We allocate a small positive quantity in as an occupied cell. So all of you know what are the unoccupied elements, what are the occupied cells. Already I explained in the previous problems. So allocate and to an unoccupied cell in such a way that it is having the lowest cost and is in independent position. So it implies that not possible to form a loop. Okay, so it is the matrix. Okay now, so these are the occupied cell, these are the unoccupied cell. This is the occupied cell, this is the one of occupied cell, this is the unoccupied cell. This one also occupied, this one also occupied, this one also occupied, this is the occupied. So unoccupied means these are the 8, 7, 7, 8, 6, 8. We cannot assign any value to the particular cell. Then we can say it is a unoccupied cell. Occupied cell, we can assign some value to the particular cell. Then we can say it is a occupied cell. And choose the smallest cost element in the matrix, in the problem. Okay now. So in the unoccupied cells, okay, 6 is there, 9 is there, 8 is there, 6 is there, 7, 8, 8 is 9, 6, 7, 7, 8 is there, 6 is there. So 6 is the smallest cost element in the whole matrix. So 6, here also 6 is there, here also is there, here also there, here also there. Okay na? These are the 6 are there are more number of 6 are available in the matrix. So choose the cell which does not form the loop. Okay now. So if I choose this one, here also there. Suppose if I choose this 6, here we can is it possible to draw a loop? Suppose if I choose, here also is there, so here also unoccupied cell is there, here also. So here if I choose this one, this is possible, is it possible? It is possible to form a loop. So we should not take this cell. Suppose if I choose this one, so this one also is there, here is a loop is there, here is a not loop is there, here also loop is there. So this is possible to take this one. So next one, this one also there. So this one, if I move this one, so two chances are there. Okay now, this if I choose if I move this side, this are occupied cell, this one occupied cell is there. So here is a two cells are possible to take. So I am decided to choose this one. You can choose this one also, as your wish. So I am using this one. Okay now, I am assigning here epsilon. Okay now, epsilon like this one. Okay, like this one. Okay, I am assigning the epsilon to the cell because of this cell is not possible to form a loop at any side. Okay now, this side also, if I this one, here also occupied cell, here also occupied cell, so there is no need, there is no occupied cell to join a loop. So if I move this one, here also occupied cell, here also not there, so no possible to form a loop. Okay, now I am choosing this one. So here also now become it as a number of occupied cells equal to m plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am assigning positive value. We can count it as a occupied cell. I am assigning some positive value, that is epsilon. This cell counted as a occupied cell. Okay now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we got the non-degenerate problem. Number of occupied cell equal to m plus n minus 1. Take the example, number of occupied cells 8 is there, plus number of columns 5 is there, number of rows 4 is there, minus 1. So 8 is a 8. So we can say the above problem is a non-degenerate problem. Now we have to check for the optimality by using the Modi method. Okay, understand? So whenever we got the number of allocations equal to number of rows plus number of columns minus 1, okay na, we got the equality, then we can check for the optimality test by using the Modi method. Okay na? This one. Already we did the same procedure in previous problem. Okay. So now how can we check for the optimal test? By we can there are two phases are there. First one is the occupied cell, next one is the unoccupied cell. First phase is the occupied cell. Um, we have to take the only occupied cells. This one occupied cells 7 4 5 5 6 6 5 5. This is the example 7 4 5 5 5 7 4 5 5. Here also 6 is there, 6 5 6 6 5. Last one is the 5 is there, 5 is there. Okay, understand? 5 is there. Okay na? So I have taken the only occupied cells. Okay na? I form a matrix. Yes, form a matrix. Now we have to identify the u1 values and v1 values. Okay na? So initially we have to take the u1 as a 0 initially. Okay na? By taking up the un value 0, then we can calculate the remaining values u2 u3 u4 v1 v2 v4 v5 v6. Okay na? So these are the examples. Take this. These are the examples. Okay. So first u1 is equal to 0. Okay, u1 is equal to 0. So first this value represent the first row and first column. Okay na? So there is a relation is there. By using this relation we can calculate the u1 value and vj values. Okay na? So C is the first value represent the first row and first column. Okay, 7 is there. Your first row and first column. u1 was 0, v1. Okay na? So 0 is there. So here minus 7, v1 is equal to 7. Next, C 4 represent the first row and third column. First row and third column. u1 plus v3. u1 represent the rows, v3 represent the columns. Okay, now c1 is equal to 4. 4 is there. u1 is equal to 0. Put the u1 is equal to 0, v3. We got the v3 is equal to 4. Second, fifth one. Fifth 5 value represent the first row and fourth column. Okay na? So first row and fourth column, u1 and v4. u1 represents first row, v4 is the first column. Okay na? First row and first column. 5 is there, u1 is equal to 0 and v4. So we got the v4 is equal to 0. So next we have to see, next represent this one. Second row and second column. Second row and second column. Okay, understand? C2 to U2 at C2 is a 5 is there. I am writing 5 is there. U2 and V2. So from the above, we still now we don't get any U2 value and U2 value. Leave as it is. So next sixth one, C2 and second row and third column. Okay na? C2 is a second row and third column. U2 plus V3. 6 is there. Okay na? 6 is there, 6 is there. So U2 and V4. Already we got the V4 is equal to 4. 4. Okay na? 6, so 6 minus 4 to U2 values. We got the U2 value. Substitute is in this one 5, 2 plus V2. 5 minus 2, 3. We got the U2 value 3. Next value, third row and first column. Okay na? 6 is the third row and first column. So C31, third row and first column. 6 is there, third row and first column. Okay, V1, we are already got it. V1 is equal to 7. Okay na? 7 is there. Okay, 7 is there. So 6 minus 7 minus 1 V3. Okay, na? U3 is equal to minus 1. Next we have V3 5. Next V, third row and fifth column. V3 5. V3 U3 plus V5. 5 is there. Okay, 5 is there. I am writing 5. V3 is equal to minus 1 plus V5. Sorry. Okay. V3 is equal to 5 is there. Okay na? Third row and fifth column. Third row and fifth column. Okay, U3 plus V5. 5 is there. Okay na? U3 we got the minus 1. I am substituting V5. 5 minus 1 plus 6. V5 is equal to 6. Next C4. Next one. Fourth row, first column. Means 5 is there. I am writing 5 is there. 6 4. 5 is there. Okay. Here also. Okay. Fourth row, first column. V1 is equal to 5. 7 is there. V1 is equal to 7. I'm substituting 7 is there. 5 minus 7 minus 2 V4. U4. Okay, na? We got all the U1 and V1 values. Okay, na? See here. Okay, na? U1 is equal to 0, U2 is equal to U3 minus 1, V4 is equal to minus 2, V1 is equal to 7, V2 is equal to 3, V3 is equal to 4, V4 is equal to 5, V5 is equal to 6. Okay, na? So after getting all the values U1 and E4, so these are occupied cell. Next we have to move the unoccupied cells. So unoccupied cells means which we cannot assign any values to the particular cell. Take the example, 6 is there, 9 is there, 8 is there, 7, 8, 8, 9, 6, 7, 7, 8, 6. Okay, these are the unoccupied cells. Okay, na? So I am taking this one. See here. Okay, na? 6, 4, 6, 6, 9, 6, 9. 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 9, 6, 8, 9, 6. Next one, 7, 7, 8, 6, 7, 7, 8, 6. Already we have calculated U1, U2, U3, U4, V1, 7, V2, 3, V3, 4, V4, 5, V5, 6. These are the values. Okay, na? Next, how can we identify? Next step is by using the relation. That is D1. That is, this is the one. Dij equal to C12 minus U1 Ui plus Vj. By using this relation, we can calculate the Di values. Okay, na? So first row, this I represents the rows, J represents the columns. Equal to formula. See, D represents the opportunity cost or net evaluations. Okay, na? C represents the cost. First row and I represents the rows, J represents the columns. Ui plus Vj. U represents the rows, Vj represents the columns. Okay, na? So already we have calculated this one. Okay, so you can understand. So see D1 in this cell. Okay, so this is the cell. Okay, understand? Okay, first we have to calculate the di values. Okay, na? Di values. So first occupied cell which represent the first row and second column. Di is okay, na? D12 first row and second column. Formula is Cij. C represent, I represent the rows, J represent the column. So this is first row and second column, first row and second column. So C12 means cost of the cell 6 minus 0. U1 represents the 0 value here. 0 value is there, and 3 represents the V1. V2. V2 is represented 3 value. So that's why I am using 3. Okay, na? 6 minus 3. In the same way, this one also, first row and fifth column. Okay, na? C is the first, C15 minus U1 plus V5. C15 9 is there, 9 minus U1 is equal to 0, V5 is equal to 6. V5 is equal to 6 here. In the same D21, C21 minus U2 plus V1 equal to 8 minus 2 plus 1. In the same way, minus 1. Okay, na? C21 represents the second row, first column, 8 is there. Okay, na? Minus U2 is equal to 2 is there. Okay, na? V1 is equal to 7 is there. So 8 minus 9 minus 1. Okay, in the same D24 represents the second row and fourth column. 7 is there. Okay, na? So 7 minus 2. U2 is equal to 2 value, and V4 is equal to 5. Already 5. We calculated 5 is there. V4 is equal to 5 is there. So that's why 0. Here we got the 0. In the same way D25. In the same way we have to calculate the remaining elements. All this. Okay, na? Like D24, D25. Okay, na? D24, D25, D31, D32, D42, D43, D44. So the D44 is fourth row and fourth column. Fourth row and fourth column. Fourth row 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth row and fourth column. 8 is there. Okay na? So that's why fourth row and fourth 8 is there. So here is 8 is there. For 8 minus U4 is equal to minus 2 plus V4 is equal to 5 is there. Okay na? 8 minus 2 plus 5, we got the 5 value. Okay na? Minus 2 plus 5, 3 is there. 8 minus 3, 5 is there. In the same way D55 also. D55 is D45. 1, 2, 3, 4. D45. So D45 here also. D45. D45 is 2 is there. Okay na? Fourth column. Okay na? D45. U4 plus V5. Okay na? 6 is there. Here also 6 is there. Okay na? 6 minus C4 value. Okay. U4 value is minus 2 plus V5 value 6 is there. Okay. 6 minus under the bracket 6 minus 2 is we got the 2 value. So this is the D values. Now we have to identify this whether the D values got the all positive values or negative values. If we get the all the positive values, we have to stop the problem. If any one of the D values is negative value, we can repeat the same procedure until we can get the all the values of D are positive. Okay na? So take the see here. Here also 3 is a positive. Here also positive. Here negative is there. Okay na? So negative is there. So here we did not get the utmost solution. Here also positive. Here also positive. Here also positive. Here all the values positives. So here we got the negative value. So we have to repeat the same procedure. Okay na? Same procedure. Sometimes we get the two negative values. Okay na? Minus 2, minus 1. So in this case we have to choose the most negative value. Okay na? Next, this is useful for the next step. Okay na? So sometimes 3 also, sometimes 4 also. Okay na? So choose the most negative value. Okay na? Sorry. Sometimes, okay. So here, since one Dij is negative, negative value, introduce a small quantity theta in the cell having the Dij cell, that is 2, 1, 2, 1. Second row, first column, we got the negative value. Okay na? Second row and first column. Second row and first column, we got the negative value. So in this cell we can assign the some value, that is theta. Okay na? Small quantity theta. Okay na? 2, 1. Where we get the second row and first column. Second row, first column. Here is a matrix is there. In this matrix we have to allocate a small positive value. See here, positive value. Okay na? And after assigning the positive small quantity positive value to the particulars, then we have to form a loop where we can start the form wherever we can assign the positive value. Okay na? Here we have assigned the positive value. Okay na? Here we can start the loop. Okay na? To start a loop. Okay na? So here is a loop is there. Here I am starting this one. Okay na? This one. Okay. So where, and observe this, wherever the occupied cell be nearby the cell. Okay na? Here also occupied cell. Here also occupied cell is there. Here also occupied cell in previous cell. Here also occupied cell is there. Okay na? And observe, here also occupied cell. I am moving this side. Next we beyond this one, here also occupied is there. Okay na? So next here also unoccupied cell. Here also occupied cell. Here also occupied cell is there. So wherever the occupied cell, we have to move corner. Take the corner side. Wherever the occupied cell is there, take the corner side only. Okay na? Sometimes we can get the like this side. Okay na? Some cases we cannot get the loop formation. In this we have to design the loop in this case in some problems. Okay na? Okay na, this side. So in our problem we got this kind of loop. Sometimes we can get this side. Okay na, wherever here is there, here theta is there. Okay na, so theta is okay na. Here also take the example. So wherever the theta is there, some corners we can add the theta value, some corners we have to delete the theta value. Okay na, take this, this is the theta, this is the loop is there. Okay na, here we are starting the loop. Okay, this is the cell is there. Okay na, so wherever the opposite sides are, wherever the theta is there, opposite sides we have to add, and beside this theta we have to deduct the values. Okay, deduct the theta values, deduct the theta value. Okay na, so 5 minus theta, here theta is there, here epsilon minus theta, here 15 plus theta. Take the example, 8 is there, 5 minus theta, here is the epsilon minus theta, here is 15 plus theta. Okay na, opposite sides we have to add the theta, beside the theta value we have to deduct the theta. Okay na, so take the example, so and take this subtraction values theta. Okay na, take this minimum, you have to select the minimum value. Minimum value is 5 minus theta, epsilon minus theta. So take this one, this one equal to theta. So therefore theta is equal to epsilon. Okay na, theta is epsilon. So wherever the theta is there, we have to add the theta. Okay na, take the example. Okay na, wherever the okay na, understand. So next, after identifying the theta value, we have to calculate the transportation cost. Okay na, 7 into 5, 15 into 4, so 5 into 20. Okay na, so ignore there is no theta value, that's why 16 into 5, where is 16 into 5, 5 into 5, 5 into 5, 5 into 10. Okay na, this is the one. So next one is the new allocations are there. Okay na, ignore the theta, ignore the epsilon value. Okay, so that's why we did not get any theta value, that's why we have put the same values. Okay na, in previous in non-degenerate problem we got the theta value, that is theta minus 2. So we have deduct the theta value from this occupied cell. 15 minus 2, 13. We have calculated in our problem we did not get any theta value, that theta value is epsilon. Theta value is epsilon. It is the we don't know about the value of the epsilon, that's why there is no possibility to deduct the theta values. Okay na, so it is calculate this number of occupied cells as well as the number of rows and number, whether it is a degenerate or non-degenerate. Occupied cells are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is there. Next, number of rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Columns 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we got this number of occupied cells is 8 is there. Number of columns, rows minus 1. 4 plus 1, 9, 9 minus 1. Here we got the 8 number of occupied cells equal to number of rows plus number of columns, number of rows minus 1. So therefore we can say the problem is a non-degenerate problem. So whenever we can get non-degenerate problem, we have to check the optimality test. So optimality test. How can we test the optimality test? By using the occupied cells as well as the unoccupied cells. Okay na? So